Hello and welcome to the 2018Glass Blown Open from Emporia, Kansas. Coverage brought to you by Dynamic Discs. We've got the back nine of our round one feature card, the Dream card.
Yeah.
BigSexy commentary, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to put together the Dream card, that's, I mean, for this course specifically, if you want to see the lowest possible scores 9 times out of 10, you're going to see at least 2 or 3 of these guys that lead card the next round.
For sure.
So,
hole 10, par 4. They changed this one up a little bit. They put OB on the right side that wasn't there before, and the basket got moved a little bit deeper. So, a little bit more of a true par 4.
Yeah.
Got to stay right down the middle, and then the basket is very, very close to the out of bounds. You really need to be careful with your speed coming in.
and if you push the back out of bounds line by the basket, there's actually branches. And look at this dream shot from Paul. Wow.
Nice drive.
That is absolutely
T-Bird
right in the
3,
middle.
just right to the
T-Bird
spot.
3?
I think so.
What a jerk. I mean, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, but T-Bird 3.
Yeah, but T-Bird 3. And this has got to, nope. If it doesn't kick off something or roll down the hill, this is going to be out of bounds.
Could it really?
Oh, it tried to. Wow. And that's going to be a move up to the drop zone.
Leave him about 200 maybe.
Yeah, not that difficult of a drop zone. An eagle.
He's staying straight enough, I think.
We'll see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Once again. That's why they call you right, Sexton, and me wrong, Koling.
Take it easy on Jeremy, guys. It's kind of starting to influence his health. Be cool to him in the comments.
And that's what Simon was looking for. Oh, no.
We need to see some confirmation.
I believe
here.
he is safe.
Throw up that green.
No. Terrible break. Man, it looks like he caught the flag stick or just the ground or something, but that was a very unfortunate break for Ricky. Wow.
Simon throwing a smart shot here, staying up the hill from the... Wow, well, he actually left that pretty short.
Yeah, that's not as smart as you
Not as
maybe
smart
call
as
it.
at first look.
Maybe you're wrong, Sexton.
Oh, no. Ricky puts a little more pepper on it.
Yeah.
Too much pepper.
Oh, but safe pepper.
Okay.
Wow, just catching the bottom limbs there to squeeze it back in bounds, but he's going to have a tricky putt. Like I was saying before, those limbs are not soft branches. And
Holy cow, these guys are making...
Oh, that is OB. That is a missed call by the spotter there who maybe thought the line was inbounds. In fact, the line itself is out. Wow.
Not great upshots.
But Simon is still well in position here to take his par.
Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. If you're 200 feet away, being 30 feet away is a pretty bad shot. But,
Yep.
you know, it's still a very makeable putt.
Yep. Same score. And very tricky putt here. And if your disc hits one of these things on the way out, no, don't do it.
Don't roll.
Wow.
That was pretty scary. It's going to be a bogey.
Yeah, and with a drive in bounds, I mean, anything worse than par is trip.
Whoa. The branches got both of them.
This is a very shocking starting hole in the back nine here. We saw some really great golf in this entire card, as to be expected, on the front nine. And, with 3 of the 4 drives, well, actually 2 of the 4 drives in bounds. Wow. That's that right there is uncharacteristic. And then also the short missed putts inside the circle from Eagle and Ricky, 2 of the best putters and hottest putters on tour. You can see Eagle's not happy. Must leave this vicinity as soon as possible.
Yeah, you got an eagle stomp out of there to the next tee, man. Hole 11, par 3, 364 straight away. OB on the right. There's also OB on the left, but it's pretty far left. You're going to see either a mid-range thrown hard with a slight turnover or perhaps a forehand flex. Perhaps a fairway driver.
And T-Bird 3, is it flippy enough? Oh, wow, it is certainly flippy enough.
It's too flippy.
Too flippy. And that is out of bounds. And this is just what this course eventually does to you. Whether it's hole 3, hole 14, hole 17, you are going to find out of bounds. If you can stay clean for the whole round, you're gaining strokes regardless if you're making putts for birdie or not.
For sure. That's not good, but I think it's in bounds.
Yeah, Simon just waved that off. That is a misrelease there from Mr. Lizotte.
Eagle needs more turnover.
And with his forehand capabilities, a bit surprised. It seems like
that's a nice little break.
A slightly safer shot to do a forehand, but it also requires a little bit of technicality. You can't just throw a wide hyzer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 4 for 4 with the backhand turnovers. Just brings a lot of limbs into play, as you see there, and Rick's coming up quite a bit short there at about 50 feet. But he's been known to make a few of these.
Let's see one right here.
Oh, wow. Way over the top.
Sail it.
Simon knows how to make that putt. Wow. And I'd say the worst looking drive of the group.
Yeah, really.
And hits the big birdie putt.
I'm sort of surprised it was that close. I wonder if it took a roll off a tree or something.
Yeah. We'll never know. An eagle with a nice putt there, bouncing back after the bogey on the 4th easiest hole in the course, hole 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Paul, knowing out of his hand, did not give it the height. And Ricky's got a little bit of work left to do downhill. These can be kind of tricky sometimes.
Nice putt there.
Not thrilled with the bogey par start on the back 9.
Paul, who was the only birdie on the previous hole, now takes a bogey.
Yep. Bringing things right back to 5-5 and 4-4 under par for the group.
Brand new hole this year, hole 12, par 3, island green, but it's a very large island green. You're going to see here as the drone moves up, you just have to get past the dormant grass there and then land to the right of the cart path. So you have a very large island, but it plays as kind of a big high hyzer. And
this is a righty shot extraordinaire. If you are a lefty, this is a very tricky hole. Unless you have a 300 and he says 351. I'd say you need a 370 foot hyzer.
Mm-hmm. It's not a little soft shot.
No, and there's going to be wind coming through here, regardless of how calm the conditions are. There's going to be air movement one way or the other. You're going to need to throw something overstable to trust the results of the shot. An eagle here with a nice wide hyzer, coming just inside the tree. I think he's going to make that one for birdie.
I feel good about it as well. This looks too wide. Like he really hung on to that.
Came out of his hand quite fast. He's going to be over there with Simon about 50 feet away. Again, not anything that would be too terribly surprised to see him make, but not at all what he's looking for, especially after the rough 2 holes that he's just played on the back 9.
Paul needs a big skip here. He does have a little bit more aggressive angle coming in, but didn't quite get the flight.
Yep. Initial job, make the island, check. Make the putt, we'll see.
Ricky up first.
Took a little bit off from the last hole where he went about 4 or 5 feet over the basket.
Had the power, it looked like, but not the line. Simon has to straddle out pretty wide to get around the tree.
Eagle's going to be tapping in our only birdie in the hole here.
Great drive.
Yeah, hole that's averaging over par, so getting a birdie on it always feels good.
Most beginners are advised to start with slower discs. That's because drivers take a lot more power and getting the nose down. To get the nose down, reach back low, keep your hand on the outside, and follow through up on the same plane as the shot you're throwing. Get all your disc golf questions answered at discgolfanswerman.com.
Hole 13, par 3, 371. It's the same distance as it has been in years past, but the tee is in a new location. Makes the hole play a little bit easier in that when you hang it out over the OB, you at least get to move up now, where in years past, if you went out wide right and stayed out, you'd be basically re-teeing. Still a difficult shot. You have to trust the disc out of bounds and try to skip it back to the pin.
And they brought the tee back. So it is a little bit longer, but it is a lot less scary. This hole was one of the scariest holes before. Too much hyzer, you're going out of bounds left. Not enough, you don't even get to advance a foot. I do like this change here to allow the players to at least be able to advance to where they cross out of bounds if they do happen to throw one that doesn't come back in bounds.
That's about as wide as you could possibly throw it.
Our second pole hit of the day. No follow flight necessary. Pretty routine.
Ricky going out very wide as well.
In the
Path skip.
Cart path skip.
Oh, man. That'd be how you would ace it if you were going to. But honestly, he would prefer that it not hit the path. Because now he is so far away. If he had hit grass, he's probably parked.
His shot looked almost identical to Simon's. I think he would have been just as close if he had not hit that cart path. And Paul avoids the cart path, and he's going to be just inside 20 feet as well. Good grouping of 4 tee shots there on this one.
Ricky from maybe 45.
Yeah, it was time. Buckling down, trusting his practice. Smooth release. Perfect putt.
Eagles putting a run together. Oh, no.
And not an easy putt. Made to look easy because of Ricky and Eagle's great putts from outside the circle. But, you know, for McBeth, that's definitely a frustrating miss there.
Absolutely. Hole 14, par 4, 766 feet. You have the option of the left side gap or the right side gap off the tee. And then you've got this huge tree guarding the pin, and those branches hang down pretty low. Fence line OB on the right the whole way, and then there's a flag and paint line up here on the left protecting the golf green.
A couple options here. We're going to see Eagle going super wide sidearm hyzer.
Oh, wow.
That's an interesting play. I thought that he might try to go flex down that initial tight gap, or that furthest most left gap. But taking the trees completely out of play and just getting himself in position, he's got enough distance to be able to do that. And here's another play I thought we might see from some of the players is the super wide roller. And that is rolling way past Eagles. Right down the middle of the fairway there.
Nice shot.
Probably leaving about 290 feet. And Ricky
perhaps flipped a little early, but it's not really going to be a big problem.
Right.
Similar to Eagles' landing zone, I would guess.
Right. That's about 330 zone there, I'd say. Maybe 350. And there's that inside gap, and Paul has put a jacket on. It is pretty good conditions for Emporia, Kansas, considering what we've seen in the past, but there was a little bit of a slight chill in the air.
Eagle's going to be looking to keep this pretty low, I would think. Actually, he's going to go wide. If it can get around, yes. Nice shot.
And there's that low shot.
Oh, look
Couple
out.
of air bounces. Oh my goodness. And that was really nice looking shot there from Rick. And that's pretty unfortunate. Those branches are so hard to judge the exact height of at that distance. But man, those air bounces really cost them that extra distance of heat. Rightfully deserved.
Paul comes up pretty short there with his backhand hyzer.
And Simon with the shorter approach due to that really nice roller shot there. Off the tee, and
nicely done.
Rewards him with a nice 15-foot tap in left for his birdie. And Ricky follows up the big putt on 13 with a big putt on 14.
Nice.
Where's the gallery at? That's an awesome putt.
Yeah, you got to be screaming. There's a nice putt from Paul.
That's what he needed. He just needed the jacket to warm up a bit. extra crinkly version. Okay.
So easy.
Yep.
Great birdies all around. Really well done.
Yeah, it's the 6th hardest hole in the course, so to come out of there with star frame, I mean, just like they did on hole 5, I mean, it's awesome.
Hole 15, par 3, another island hole. Again, a very large island. 426 feet. You could go up the middle, but I doubt any of these guys will. They're going to play big, wide hyzer, distance driver, try to skip it to the pin.
And there's 2 real ways to play it, I'd say, for the hyzer shot. Either the low skip shot or the high, wide hyzer, like you're seeing Eagle go for. Does it get all the way around the trees? Yeah, it does.
Man, there's the gallery. They like that.
Wow. Couldn't tell if that was wide enough, but apparently that was perfect. And Simon with a little bit more sure route there, a little bit higher, a little bit wider, a little bit more overstable. And comes up just short inside the circle though. 28, 29 feet or so. Oh yeah, these look great.
Perfect.
Ideal shots there. And if Paul wanted to ever read a line, he just had 3 fantastic shots to do so. And
mission accomplished.
I promise it's not that simple. I know it looks like a simple, easy open hyzer. Oh goodness.
Oh man.
And I'll make a bold statement. Had Simon made that, that would have been the first group to go all 3s, all 2s on 14, 15 back to back.
I'll give you credit, man. It's bold.
That is bold. But I don't think that would have. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
It's moot.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's moot. Come on, Simon.
Ricky in for the birdie. Hometown crowd. Not really hometown, but it is DD. He's a trilogy guy.
Yeah, sure.
Plenty of Ricky fans in town.
Fan favorite. The rest of the guys are throwing Discmania and Innova, so.
Here we are. Be careful, drone. This is a scary spot to fly. Hole 16, par 3, 365 to the island. Probably the best island hole in the world.
Yeah.
Like, just,
yeah.
I mean, look at it.
So natural. I mean,
so
it's not
awesome.
like it wasn't built with flags. It's just, and they did something nice this year. Look at that wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a really fast island. So you throw a shot that hits green, you'd really like for there to be some way to stop the disc.
This looks great from Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
High forehand, just parks it.
And he is on a streak right now.
Yeah, he is. Ricky going overstable.
Wow, look at that. That needs to hit
Use
that
the
back
wall.
Well, that's why it's there, baby.
Nice. In years past, that's OB, but now he's feeling good. And
Yeah.
he knows it's there, so that's part of his play.
I don't think it was put there to necessarily stop the discs that were screaming in that fast. But there's a lot of nice shots that are just slowly moving down the hill that you really wish you had some sort of backstop for.
Ooh, that is a nice shot from Paul. I think a mid-range, just right to the basket.
Yeah, he's been throwing a rock 3 on this hole for a number of years now. Just
What?
no. Come on.
Never seen that before.
Are you kidding me? Somebody rolled a compilation of me saying, "Are you kidding me?" about Simon shots because it just added another one.
I've never seen anybody do
I've
that
never even
before.
thought of it. Who has thought of it? There's
Why
one
would-
hole up there.
Why would you think about it? For the fans, baby.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I mean, an incredible shot. Well done.
And we are looking at,
It's over, man.
wow. And Ricky has maintained balance behind his lie. He was a little bit worried about it for a second. Now Simon really is starting to annoy me because that putt on the last hole, that would have sure been the first ever.
Then you wouldn't even be bold anymore.
Yeah, there was no bold. It would have been completely cut and dry. That would have been the first group to ever go star frame through 14, 15, 16. But
Unbelievable.
I mean,
Simon's trying to figure out how it didn't ace. What's going on?
okay. Yeah, well, maybe he's just trying to replace his divots. That's a courteous golfer.
That's nice. That's kind. He knows people's minds are blown. He's trying to help you pack your mind back into your brain case. Hole 17, par 4, 530, but I think it's quite a bit longer than that. That distance is wrong. More like 630. It is going uphill through a pretty narrow gap with OB on both sides, and then you have to get over this OB all the way up here to the pin. It's a real risk-reward shot, I feel. You can go for a lot off the tee, but it's pretty scary to do so, or you can kind of play for a shorter shot and then go big on the next.
Oh, and Eagle has just drifted, and his birdie streak will come to an end. But it was an impressive birdie streak.
And this is also looking a little scary. Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I was maybe incorrect on hole 1 saying 2-time. That is 2-time.
That was awesome. Skipped into the OB and rolled right back out.
Wow, at very little speed as well. That is very rare to see something like that.
Oh, Paul's going to need some of it himself.
Yeah, that does not look to be as fortunate.
Wow. So 1 drive is in bounds, but really 3 drives out of bounds already here on the hole.
And Simon going for the Simon route.
Is this going to hit the pin?
Don't think it's going to get all 630 feet. But somehow it has fought through
It's fine.
4 or 5 trees of branches and birds' nests and has still managed to make it about 400 feet up the fairway.
Look at this slow run up for 400.
And that's got to get down. That is heading towards OB. There
No,
is a
it's
wall
long enough.
there.
It's long enough.
Oh, what? What?
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, because he actually got a good bit of distance off the tee. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yeah, just a little 400-foot chip.
That's silly.
I know.
That was really silly, I feel like. And Simon going with the Spike Heiser sidearm just in front of that tree in the background.
Oh, the one tree, but a good roll.
Yeah, that is the one that's in the way for both the turnover backhand and for the sidearm approach shot.
There's one tree in the way here, too.
Yep.
Misses it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Eagle's going to continue a great round there by saving par.
And Rick, huge drive. Just going to put a cap on it.
Put a mortar on it.
Nicely done.
Some quality approaches furthest away. Simon about 28 feet. Cash it.
Sweet birdie. This hole's got to be playing pretty tough.
Yeah, it's it's a new hole. It's the first time we've played this position. We've been playing it as a par 5 with the basket around the corner to the left for previous years.
Oh, no.
And Paul unable to save his par with an incredible approach.
Whoa.
And Ricky just barely in for his birdie. Yeah, the hole's averaging 4.12, so I mean it's averaging over par. Really surprised to not see that number being higher. As difficult as that tee shot is, with the OB left and right side all the way down, and with it being as tight as it is, with as many trees down the fairway, you know, like we said, 630 feet is not necessarily an easy 2-shot hole.
No, not at all. Hole 18 is a big-time finishing hole. 858 feet uphill, par 4. You've got to clear the cart path to be inbounds, so you have to make it at least 300 off the tee and keep it nice and straight. If you go out of bounds in any way, you go to the drop zone, which is not in a great position. Then as you get up here to the green, you have a very slopey landing zone, and the OB is down there in the woods, so you have to be very careful not to roll away, and it also produces some death putts.
Hardest hole in the course.
Got 3 players tied at -9.
Wow.
Leader in the clubhouse is at -10.
And look at this.
That's a crush.
That is incredible. I believe that's a Lucid Enforcer that he's been throwing almost all round. And a huge fairway here, but it still seems like it just gets tight. I mean, if you don't have a disc turning right, like you see here from Simon, that sidewalk cart path on the left side of the fairway seems to come in play. And
Yep.
Simon and Ricky just really took it out of play there with big, monstrous turnover drives. Eagle doing the same here. Is that going to have the stability to flatten out? It's trying to.
Still decent.
Yep, that's going to be in position to get up and down for his birdie, but that's a little bit further back than Simon and Ricky's, which is not saying much because most everybody would be.
I mean, these are huge. All of these drives are huge.
Yeah, and when we're just climbing a hill from here on out, so to be able to get much further than other drives when you're going uphill really shows how much further it was crushed.
Yeah, definitely. This hole is averaging under par?
No, 4.82.
Oh,
way over par.
I think the graphic just said 3.82.
Oh, yeah, no, it's 4. What? No, that's got to sit down. Oh.
Unlucky, but that's that slopey green we talked about.
Wow, and the grass is still pretty high, but man, not high enough to stop. Really nice approach shot from Rick, but Simon's just going to go 700 feet in the air to stop any sort of roll away if possible.
Beautiful.
And he's parked for his 10 down.
That'll get you a spot on the lead card.
Yep. That'll guarantee
Think
you.
Eagle wants to be on the lead card?
I think Eagle wants to be on the lead card.
It seems like he kind of does want to be on the lead card, unless...
Well, sit down. Shimmer down there.
Okay, he's going to have to work for it.
I mean, a little bit. Yes. More so than I think that either one of Ricky... I mean, the furthest shot from the pin so far should be about 8 feet.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think. This is such a hard... I mean, what are these guys doing, man? Crazy good golf.
Ricky for minus 10.
Yeah, count it.
And to share the lead.
Yeah, count it. Tongue out. Tongue's out, you know it's in.
Yep.
New rule.
He's loving it.
Yeah. Not the first time we've seen Ricky make a big putt on hole 18 at the Glassbone Open.
How many glass bones have there been? Because that's probably how many big putts he's hit.
Yeah. He hit a putt from about 80 to 100 feet the year 2016 when Cam Todd won to tie Paul McBeth for second.
Paul.
Oh,
come on.
Well.
So there it is. 3 guys at 10. That'll be the majority of our lead card for tomorrow.
Paul can kind of laugh off that spit out. That's a bummer in the last
Yeah,
hole, man. A star frame on the hardest hole in the course is
unreal.
Taken away from us because of a spit out. God. Look at the back 9 from Eagle, man.
Wow.
Unreal.
And there you see it. 5-10 downs. Grady Shoe's going to be on the outside looking in. It'll be Simon, Eagle, Ricky, and Drew on the lead card.
Well, like we said, dream card on this course. They provided the birdies. You guys provide the views. We appreciate the support. Make sure you come back and check us out for round 2, 2018 Glassbone Open presented by Dynamic Discs.